Morning, morning, morning. Coffee. Well, my first cup is down. I would get up, but I don't think I'm appropriate for the camera. well, based on based on last night's episode, the episode that was aired last night, but I recorded it actually a few nights before. I was literally in my bedroom. I was like literally in my bedroom in like bra and panties, whatever I had on. I had something on because that's what I thought the podcast was going to be. I thought I could be behind the scenes and just record, but now it's visual, so I want to provide you all a visual. So I hope you all enjoy this upcoming visual. Nonetheless, I had this revelation. I was just editing the actual visuals for last night's episode, and stick to your kind. I should have put it in quotes. I should have put that in quotes when I said stick to your kind. Stick to your kind was always have a backstory. I was dating this Jamaican guy back in the day, and I think as things started to fizzle down, we were going about we had moved on or whatever. I think I started dating like another Jamaican guy, and I think he found out about it, and he didn't like that, so he was just like, stick to your kind, because I'm Ghanaian, so first generation at least. He was like, stick to your kind. But anyway, I'm saying all that. I'm laughing at that. The little one is up now. She's always waking up when I come on. Well, she's sorry. Hi, Lee. Good morning. What's up? Did you wash your face? Brush your teeth? Okay, go do that and let's talk about what do you want to eat for breakfast? Bacon? Cereal? Okay. Brush your teeth and we'll talk about that one. Because we just had pancakes yesterday. I'm done do pancakes every day. Please give your cat some attention. Pick her up, take her with you. Go brush your teeth, go wash your face. Look at her. I'm doing a recording, that's why I wanted you to remove, yeah. Take the cat with you and go brush your teeth and wash your face. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because you're taking up my time, because I'm waiting for you so I can finish talking. I need you to stand up now. Thank you. Thank you. Be careful. And you see, what is that what is that? What's that plastic thing I heard? Is that trash? What is that? No, no. That's, okay, put it there. That's it, yeah. What is it called? Yellow Pages. Thank you, Alina. Brush your teeth, wash your face, then we can get breakfast going. Thank you very much. Anyway, so the way stick to your kind came from was that, like, what I'm realizing, I used to be the type of person that's just like, oh, like I don't look down on anybody. I don't look up to anyone either, only look up to God. But I do know that there's different levels of where we are in this world. There's some people like, all right, single mom, just a single mom, okay, single mom and working, like different classes of folks and whatnot. So you want to keep with your class, like, like single ladies, like single ladies with kids, single ladies without kids. You getting me? Like, it's just it's a thing. It's truly a thing. It looks like there's, okay, anyway, it's a thing. And, take the plank out of my eye. So I'm saying this to say that every time I try to go out of my actual bracket, I get burned. Every time I go out of my actual bracket, like, oh no, this person's fine, or oh no, this person is okay because of this or that. No, because that difference, or whatever that difference might be, ends up burning me at some point. It always ends up burning me at some point, and it's always like kind of like it's spearheaded on like it'll either come out in some form of let's say it comes out in many forms, whatever it is that you all may not be on similar levels on. It usually comes out, and it's really sad because you would like to think that we all should be able to coexist with each other no matter our differences. But in terms of like socializing and like building like support systems, I feel that your tribe should also be on the same line as you, mentally, spiritually, if not emotionally, because emotional is one of those things that some people are still working on healing, but depends on the level of healing, right? A person that just started therapy versus a person who's been continuously, going on, has an ongoing therapist, right? So that was basically what I'm trying to say. Like, you have friends who, and if you are, because I listen, I find it every time. I'm going to throw this out there. Not all of my friends, but some of them, you can tell, like, they have, like, this inadequacy. Like, a lot of it comes up with, like, going to school. That's kind of, like, really been the thing that I'm faced with. I'm like, I completed my undergraduate. I have some graduate studies, but there's no but about it. But you would be surprised at how some people are intimidated just by that fact alone. And, and mind you, these are the same people that are just like, oh, you don't really need to go to school. You can just do this and do that. But those are the ones that sometimes in their hearts or, like, behind the scenes really feel like they are less than because they haven't completed these accomplishments, or, fulfilled these milestones. And I'm noticing that they either they're doing something like a get rich quick scheme, hustler, like hustler mentality or hustle. Like, now, I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, okay? Because there's folks who I've grown up with, all right? School or no school. Everybody, it's really about the person really knowing who they are. Like, some people just know down to the core who they are, despite whatever circumstances was presented in their way. They still know that, listen, I stayed true to myself. Okay? It's the motherfuckers that wasn't really true to themselves that are like, that throw shade, or it'd be like those underhanded forms of, like, spiritual negative attacks kind of sort of thing, like daggers. It's like, jealousy is a really ugly spirit. It's a really horrible spirit, and it's unfortunate that some people hold on to that. It's really unfortunate because it only inhibits and prolongs, like, your actual blessing to come. Like, how can you be jealous of the next man when you're supposed to be happy for them so that your happiness can come too? No? Like, and if they're close to you, you know that your time is even closer. Like, is that how I see things? Because I look at the people that I keep close to me. Right now, it's very few. Whew. Right now, it's very few. Very few, because if you're not all equally yoked, that's what the Christians like to say. If you're not equally yoked, and that just means, like, being on the same. Now I get it. I didn't understand that equally yoked until, there's always different levels of it, perception and perspective. But now I really get it. Equally yoked. Get a tribe that is on the same page as you, that's on the same line as you, that have the same, maybe, foundation as you. So that you have, like, that's how communities are built, right? And it's with the, culture, what I mean? Like, people in same area, region, and stuff like that, getting together, whatever. So, yeah, find people that are like-minded, right, as you. That's what I'm starting to attract, a lot more people that are like-minded. Or information is coming to me just, in the middle of the night. Articles are presented and things like that, like, stuff like that. Just continue to know who you are in regards to know your level. Know your level. Know your level. And level has nothing to do with age. Okay? Because people are on all different types of levels. Some people are young and at a high level, and some people are old at a low level, and vice versa, and so forth and so on. So just know your levels. Know your levels. I'm trying. You're probably listening to this like, what, Nicole? I hope this is clear. I hope this makes sense. I hope you're following. For those who are able to follow along, I'm trying very lightly to tread lightly because I don't want to offend. I really don't want to offend. I just want us to all be honest with ourselves. Like, it's what it really is all about. Like, just being honest with yourself. I used to work for this company. Shout out to Enopi. And it's actually referred to, I think translation as I Level. It's a franchise. You can probably find it anywhere. I Level. And they were the, if you know Kumon, they are Kumon's competition. Right? I have to be careful with the information I share. But the point was that their marketing, I guess how they stood out in regards to their competition was they said, we meet each child on their level, right? So they'll give them like a series of books to practice, right? Just to like an assessment to see where they are, right? And whatever level the child is, they work right there. Like wherever you are, I'm going to meet you there. That's where I'm going to meet you. You know what I mean? And then they progress, like, as they continue to come in, depending on what package they, signed up for once a week or multiple times or every day and for an hour, whatever the case is, right? They would come in and they would practice. And as they continued to practice, they would move up levels. And it was beautiful because it's called eye level. You meet them at their level. So that is generally the concept of what I am stating in regards to when you're building your tribes, because this goes for me as well, because I'm forming my tribe as well. It's very small at the moment, but it's gradually my personal my personal tribe, but it's perfect for me, right now. And as I'm also continuing to grow, right? And my tribe will also continue to grow with them, as I continue to expand and evolve. Same thing for you. So I would suggest that if you're in that period of, I'm trying to figure out myself, I'm trying to figure out my purpose, I'm trying to find out what, just what it is to get excited for, in regards to just life in general. I know there's a lot going on right now. Uncertainty, get vaxxed versus not get vaxxed, wear masks versus don't wear a mask, but the whole thing about it is that nobody knows tomorrow. I don't know tomorrow. Do you know tomorrow? I don't know tomorrow. Okay. Nobody knows tomorrow. So why worry? Yes, we have children. But who provides? See, it's for my soulful. For those who are spiritually inclined. Right? So it's like, in everything they say, it's written, I always refer to the Bible because that's what I know. Be content in everything. Like, be content in everything. And so, for one, just try practice, because I think that's what it's really a practice. Actually, it's a practice that some folks don't want to commit to, but I think it's always best. We are ready to commit to strangers, right? Like different people, and commit to different people in our lives. I think we should be able to commit to ourselves. So, my challenge to you all is practice the spirit. I'm going to call it the spirit. Practice the spirit of contentment in everything. Just being okay with that. you know? That's the whole point of being content. Just being okay. Being okay where you sit, right? Being okay where you live. Yes. Being okay, about your home. Being okay about your family dynamic, maybe, right? Being okay with your job if you're working still. Being okay with your hustle if you're an entrepreneur, right? Just continuing to be okay. Just continue to be okay. I'm going to wrap up. Sun's coming out a little bit more. And making my filter look a little weird. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out. And I hope that this was insightful. I hope that this helped someone. I hope that this was an eye-opener for someone who was just maybe confused if you're that young adult, or even if you're that old adult and you're just like, I've got, like, oh my God, wait, Guap Dad. This is how I'm gonna wrap this up. All right, this is how I fell in love with Guap Dad. I found somebody sent it, or I saw him on Facebook, and he apparently had gone viral probably by that time. And he was just, it seemed like he was being very, it was an honest post, but it was like, oh my God, like what he was saying was just like, I think it was like, my life is spilling. He was like, my life is spiraling out of control. Like, and he was just like, I'm drinking way too much Hennessy. Like, he was just being so, I love that. I love the truth. I respect anyone who's able to, who can express their truth, who can speak their truth. I personally, it's a good thing. It's just, I mean, it's like, that's that. Take it or leave it, And if that's crazy, that was the start of me actually following him. Because it was hilarious as hell. And the fact that it's probably like really happening in his life, So it was just one of those, and I guess, I don't know if that's like the way millennials handle things. It's like we kind of laugh at ourselves. I know I do. But I still take it seriously because he was still speaking seriousness. He was still letting us know, like, listen, I may have potentially have a drinking issue, like, and I may be a little bit over my head right now, like, right, like, it was like, listen. Look, I'm like hiding from the sun. I don't mean to hide from the sun, but oh goodness, I just hate when the filter does that weird thing. So I'm gonna turn this way, and let's get this. Let me finish up. So, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. I think that's the start of contentment. Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself. Look at your situation. Look at yourself where you are, whether it be physically, right? Mind, mental, academically, right? Where you are academically. Be honest with yourself there, right? So the mind, the body, physically, where you are, and your soul, spiritually. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. How are you, keeping that centered? And I think that's where that contentment can be practiced a lot, in that space. When you're honest with myself, like, okay, I have my GED, right? Or, okay, I have my high school diploma. Okay, I have I have a trade. I have a skill in a trade, right? Okay, I have my degree. Right? Okay, I have my master's. Okay, I'm at my doctorate level. Right? Whatever it is, like whoever you are. Okay, I have my middle school. Whatever. I didn't do it. Okay, whatever. Know your levels, because when we fill the application, they're asking us our levels. So know your level, and be mindful of your level, and then that way you can really start to measure or see your progression, right? This is where, where we're beating the odds come in, right? It's like, I did this and I didn't even have that, right? So know your levels, okay? Stick to your kind, right? Stick to your kind. Know who your tribe is, so then that way you're not getting offended by someone who you may see that is a little bit above, your level. right? So then there won't be like that spirit of conflicting jealousy or anything like that. You get what I mean? Like, so just if you're on, ooh, God, guys, if you're on, I love these filters because it gives me lashes. It lines my eyes for me, and I'm a woman who loves mascara and eyeliner. Like, I'm one of those who I don't want to leave the house without it. I do sometimes though, but anyway. So that's why I use these filters. I'm sorry, and I got like laundry in the bag, but yeah. But anyway, so yeah, stick to your kind, okay? Know who you get your tribe, get your village, okay? Get them on. Make sure they're on your eye level, right? Get them on your level, right? Get your friend on your level, because that way, if you are eye to eye with someone, you guys can really talk. You guys are on the same page across the board, right? So then the progressions are on, like, you have someone kind of holding you accountable. Like, oh, you did that, good for you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, now it's time for you to do that. Like, like so forth. You hold each other accountable, and then, if that's what you choose to do. I think I'm probably one of these people that probably works best alone. Maybe sometimes. So in some cases, I think I like to think alone. I don't like it having conflicting. I prefer to think alone. Yeah, because I just trust myself. I trust myself, but when I do want, if you are the type of person that needs, um, you know, that needs a group, or that needs to work in a group, then yeah, 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 just do whatever it is that suits you. That suits you. I was just having a revelation this today, like, oh, okay, like that's sometimes how some conflicts can occur, when people when the differences start to come out. And that's always unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's a part of life and learning. So I'm gonna come wrap up this live now, because I've been chatting. Later.